Dear Kenya Moore, as much as you're trying to make this an issue for everybody else, you need to take personal accountability. And no, that doesn't mean that half apology you gave on the Tamron Hall show. You need to show that you're apologetic for this incident, and you're not doing that. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, you all? I want to say that I feel like the fans, a lot of y'all got it wrong. A lot of us are not being honest about this whole situation and how disgusting this was of Kenya Moore. We can say that Kenya Moore is intelligent, she's all the things, but she got it wrong. And if you're paying attention to her character over the years, and honestly, the character a lot of these folks on these shows, what their politics are when they even speak about women, I'm not surprised that we got here. I'm not. And I said this in the live stream that me and Jesse Wu did, that Kenya Moore, for the most part, does not seem to be a girl's girl, and she doesn't seem to have a politic around women other than the performative stuff of Black excellence. Kenya Moore went very, very low. And the idea that folks would be doing the same thing if they were in Kenya Moore's position, a lot of y'all would not. I don't know what type of time y'all are on. I don't know what y'all got going on, but child, girl, the tariffs, girl, the inflation, girl, the economy, all of these things for what? If you want to be honest, Britt won. If you want to be honest, Britt won. And I'm not even a fan of Britt. Britt won this. And Britt played the long game. Now, we can talk about it. For those who do not know, folks who are living under a rock, this last episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore took the time to embarrass and pay someone dust that she does not see on her level, someone who she considers to be a peasant, somebody who she should have continued to ignore. She decided to use this whole thing of her showcasing her salon, her hair care salon, the grand opening, the grand reopening of your hair salon. You're giving a speech about who is this hoe? You are giving this girl all of the dust that you said you were not paying right in your face. And it blew on you. It blew on you. Like, Kenya Moore, you need to take responsibility and accountability for this. How you're acting and mad at Cynthia for Cynthia continue to have a check. 50 Cent continue to get her coins, even if she's playing friend of the show. Cynthia is not wrong to not talk to you. She said she reached out. You didn't respond. You are upset. Cynthia told you in that moment, like, you are better than this. And you didn't want to receive it. You did not want to receive that. You rolling your eyes. You upset at Andy. You talking about selective outrage. Now you're saying justice for Kenya. Kenya, please. If you continue to let these fans make it seem like they really care about you or they on your side, you are a fool. You are a fool. Because if these fans really were rooting for you, you would have opened up this hair salon 2 years ago. These same fans who are all giving you all this praise on social media are not showing up to get their hair washed at your hair salon. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. These folks are not your friends. They do not care about you like that. They do not care about your livelihood. They will allow you to make a fool of yourself and do a half response in defending you. These folks are not going to go any further helping you defend yourself other than tweeting and talking up a storm. They will move on 6 months from now. We will be talking about something else. Kenya Moore, take responsibility. You went low and now you have to deal with that. You can go low. For the folks who say, I'll go low, I'm going to go to hell, I'm going to twirl on the hill. Do that. And this is what you're going to have to deal with. This is what you're going to have to deal with, because at the end of the day, Bravo is going to protect themselves. I don't know why folks are acting surprised that Bravo protected their interests. Like, we've been telling y'all that. We've been saying that, like, Bravo is a part of NBC Universal, a multi-billion-dollar media company. They do not care about Kenya Moore like that. Talk about the ratings being down, they're not coming back up. Bravo, NBC do not care. They are not willing to be liable for this incident. Kenya Moore showing that poster in front of these people that we do not know how old these folks are, did they consent to this? I didn't come here for that. These grown folk, we don't know how old these people are, were they minors or whatever. You have the public at your event and you're showcasing pictures like that. Are you okay? It's not even just revenge porn. It's also you showcasing this stuff. That is harassment. And you can take your butt to Google University and try to make it seem as though, oh, that's not the case. That's not the law in Georgia. If that's not the case, then hire a lawyer. If you were big and bad, you will hire a lawyer to represent. But you know who did get a lawyer? Britt did. Britt did, and Bravo settled with her out of court because Britt was dead serious. Britt was serious. She played the long game. And you should know better, Kenya Moore. You should know better. You've been on this show way too long. You've been playing these games, and now it has come back to get you. We are trying to coddle Kenya, make her feel like she didn't do anything wrong, and now she is turning into a whole protest with duct tape on her face with an AI picture talking about justice for Kenya. Y'all cannot be serious. This is a TV show. They did not sue you. Britt did not sue you. She didn't take no money. You gave your money to Britt. She did not take no food out of your daughter's mouth. You gave it to her willingly. You wanted to play the game and you end up losing. So now deal with it. You arguing with Bravo, not being on the show. It's a TV show. You're taking this way too serious. It's a TV show. Yes, Bravo does not care. And y'all don't care about Bravo treating anybody else like that. You didn't care when other folks was losing their opportunity to be on the show. You didn't care, but now you want to care. It was good when you was getting your check, when you was center peach and all that. Now you feel some type of way that they done came for your neck. Yes, if Bravo was serious and if it was that bad, they wouldn't be promoting it. They wouldn't even air it. They would even air the episode point blank period. But they do not care. And you still want to work for them because if I guarantee you they called you tomorrow and said, Kenya, we want you to be a part of the reunion. I guarantee you'll be out trying to find a dress to wear. I guarantee you'll be twirling to somebody's boutique to find something to wear to the reunion if they asked you. Don't act shocked. This is Bravo. Of course they cut their losses. You were lost. Your issue is that you didn't think it would happen to you. You didn't think it would happen to you. And at this point, Kenya Moore, you need to take a break from social media. You are not doing well. You need to hire a team. I do think there is a possibility that Kenya could return. Yes, Phaedra should not be coming back to Bravo. If Bravo was very serious and consistent with this, they would have Phaedra come back. But you know what? Kandi didn't file no lawsuit against Bravo. Kandi did not file a lawsuit against Bravo. Britt filing a lawsuit against Bravo hurt you more because Britt had a legitimate case. The girl wasn't even in the room when you shared the picture. You destroyed your legacy and now you have to deal with it. You destroyed your legacy. You talking about her taking food out of your daughter's mouth? No, you gave it. You already talked about how much money you spent on getting this hair salon, $400,000 in debt, in the hole because of it. You have not been able to make it a success. So I do believe Kenya when she says that her daughter's college fund is tied up in this because she wants this to be profitable because being on this show is not as profitable as it once was. These girls are not getting the big checks like they used to anymore. There have been a lot of cuts recently. And Kenya Moore has had to find other ways to bring in some income, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But Kenya Moore, with you knowing that, you should understand that this was a dangerous game. And if you had a decent politic around things like this, you wouldn't have done this. Like, y'all don't have a decent politic when it comes to things like this. Calling someone a slut and all that. What does that do? What does that mean? What does it mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, y'all still stuck in the early 2010s. It's time to move forward, girl. Y'all have not grown up. Y'all still using the same late stuff. We have moved on. Maybe this would have got away a couple years ago or whatever, but now it's not, girl. This is revenge porn. This is exactly what it is. That is that. We don't care if you photoshopped it, whatever. Even Cynthia said, don't nobody want to see nobody doing that. Nobody wants to see. It's disgusting. And it looks even worse for you, for somebody who is Miss America, somebody who's always promoted themselves as better than the most. You are out here doing peasant stuff. And then Bravo let it be played that you were a peasant by taking these shots back and forth. You need a liquid courage to even do something, because this is not supposed to be you. But Bravo showed us how we got there. They did you dirty. They did you dirty. Yes, Bravo did you absolutely dirty. We can definitely say that. But you gave them the tools to make it happen. You complained. You was on Carlos King's show. You complained about how Bravo did not showcase the hair salon. They didn't really show those episodes of you filming there. And the moment they gave you that, what did you do with it? Because if you were smart enough, you would have said, girl, I'm not doing that. If you were smart enough, you would say, girl, I'm not doing it at my show. That's why when y'all be saying, oh, a peasant can come for a queen. If I was Britt, I would say, well, girl, we both on the same show. We sitting at the same table. So I guess we all here peasants and queens together again. Like, girl, I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? A peasant cannot come for a queen. Hello? Like this, and went to y'all head. This is a TV show. This is a TV show. You are not teaching at a university. You are not out. Like, girl, this is a TV show for entertainment. You would have thought that Kenya Moore was kicked off the bus or something. Like, the way Kenya is responding to this, like, girl, take a break. Kenya Moore, take a break from social media. Take some breaths. Your response after the episode was good. Saying, hey, thank you to the fans. Thank you to the You could have kept it at that. Britt was already doing the work for you. Britt was already doing the work for you. The fans ain't here for Britt. A lot of them on your side, and a lot of folks just ain't feeling Britt. Britt had to delete comments off her Instagram because folks wasn't messing with her. She had every right to sue Bravo. She had every right to respond the way she needs to do. You respond, I respond. So that's how you play the game. But see, you think that would have been the final response. You should have played the game right, and you lost. You gambled and you lost. Deal with it. Deal with that. Because Britt went on and she twirled even further. She twirled on to corporate. And Bravo made the decision to cut their losses. Now, I think it's a possibility you coming back, but you taking shots at Andy, which I don't even mess with Andy either. You taking shots at him, you saying stuff. You think Andy finna advocate for you? Girl, let me tell you something. Nene and Kenya, you're not coming back. You're not coming back to Bravo. You're not coming back. Kenya, you're done. You won't even be doing summer with the Housewives no more. You probably are. Kenya's probably done. She's making it worse. It went from worse to worser at this moment. And how Kenya responds after this will be where she is at 5 years from now as far as working with Bravo or anything or Universal or whatever. How she responds. Because you're starting to piss folks off. You starting to piss folks off. And you're not giving that you're apologetic. That half apology you gave on the Tamara Hall show, girl, it's like Tamara Hall had to almost pull it out of you. You need a PR team or something. You need a PR team. Maybe you need to go talk to Jonathan Majors folks or something. That half apology you gave, I took it a little far. No, girl, be humble. Your ego is your issue. Your ego is getting the best of you and you are crashing out. You can either say, hey, girl, I did the most. I shouldn't have done that. That was so stupid of my part. We don't hear Kenya say it. We're just like, oh, I might have responded too much, but I had every reason to. Kenya did not have a reason to respond that type of way. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, yeah, Britt made some stupid comments and she said that. Kenya should have came in another way. She should have came another way. Folks are saying, oh, she threatened. Yeah. Prove it. That was what Kenya should have did. Kenya should have found a lawyer or somebody to advocate for her in that moment to say, this is what this is giving. This is a harmful working environment or whatever. And maybe she did. Maybe she did bring it up to Bravo because I think she did bring it to Bravo and Bravo didn't respond. The moment that Bravo was not doing it, you should have pushed it further. But y'all don't know how to let go. Y'all don't know how to let go. Y'all complain about being on these shows every season. We've seen you complain about how you're being treated on Bravo. Do Bravo have you in a never-ending contract? Like, I'm confused. You don't have to come back to the show. I don't think they be knowing it. You don't have to come back to the show. You can say, hey, I'm not coming back to the show. But y'all need this so much that y'all don't even consider that for a moment. Y'all need this show so much, and then y'all want to pretend as though y'all don't. Y'all need this show. Y'all need this show. Like, y'all want to pretend like y'all don't. Y'all need this show. And Bravo knows y'all need this show, which is why they're able to play with y'all like they playing with y'all and take y'all pay like they doing. Cut y'all stuff and cut y'all when y'all are no longer in use. Look how Bravo did Candy. Hey girl, we're not gonna have you filming in many episodes. We don't know what you're gonna do, but we got to bring Porsha back, so we got to cut you out to bring Porsha back. And make no mistake about it, if Porsha doesn't give Bravo what Bravo wants, they'll cut her too. If Porsha don't give Bravo what they want and they ain't upset, they gonna cut her too. They don't care. They do not care, and they did not care about Kenya. They should have did something with Britt. They should have suspended her. I definitely agree that once she said that, Kenya should have took that. Hey girl, like I don't feel comfortable. I'm not feeling this. She should have said that, and she probably did. She should have pushed it, and she should have filed a lawsuit. That's for you to pay somebody to figure out if you have a case or not. That's what you should have done. But you did not do that. You responded in your own way, and it ended up costing you your legacy and your business almost, because girl, you don't have nothing to promote. We're not even talking about the fabulous hair salon. We're talking about what you did at the hair salon. The moment you get a chance to promote your hair salon, the only thing we're talking about is the incident that happened. The incident that happened at Blaze. Who is this hoe? You're responsible for that. You did that to yourself, and all these fans, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Kenya deserved, they did her wrong. If y'all think Kenya was done wrong, then y'all need to put some money together in the GoFundMe and hire her lawyer or pay her for her loss on this show. Because I guarantee you she ain't gonna get the check that's gonna be fat as she thought it was. Because now she's only in 5 episodes this season. Child, that's what she really mad about, that them checks is cut. Hey, if we have to let you go, we just have to let you go. And you probably breached the contract with what you did, because you doing that end up causing a lawsuit. It is what it is, sister. So again, I'm not understanding why Kenya is being upset at Cynthia. Like, Cynthia didn't do anything wrong. Y'all calling Cynthia, people calling Cynthia a snake and saying she choosing. Cynthia can be a snake. She a snake with some access to some food. She ain't losing out on no coin because she got a job. Nene say whatever she want to say. Nene ain't with Bravo no more. Both of these folks who calling Cynthia a snake, y'all would have did Cynthia the same way. So stop. Y'all want the money. Nene damn near been begging to be back on Bravo for the last couple of weeks, a couple of months. She been begging. She will not be coming back. She will not be coming back. And I believe everything that Nene mentioned in that lawsuit about the stuff she experienced, I definitely believe that to be true. I definitely believe that there's a difference in how the black housewives are treated versus the white ones. I definitely believe that. And I don't think she's wrong. But now she has to deal with it. Like, if you're going to say something, you're going to do something, make this shit work. Like, you can't say these things happen, and then, oh, well, girl, y'all need to tighten y'all belts up or something, because y'all are so easily persuaded. Like, they can just make y'all change y'all on a tune behind y'all back by offering y'all some money. Y'all will go. Y'all done sold yourselves. Kenya, please. Like, you are the reason why you got let go. You are the reason. And you tried to pretend for months that them folks did not let you go and you'll be back, and that did not work out. I already knew it was I already knew it. I already knew when you were doing that press run what was going on. I feel like you should have waited, because now the only thing that you're getting is the Instagram story. And I don't feel like any of these folks are going to be interviewing you. None of these folks will not. I don't see it. I don't see them interviewing you. They're going to probably do a write-up or something, but that's about it. That was way more disgusting than what I thought. I thought it was just some Photoshop stuff. Even then, that was revenge, period. Say what you want to say. You saying the law and all that, Kenya, morally, it was messed up. I don't care about the laws. The laws are often trash. morally, it was wrong. It was wrong.
I also think it is ironic for Kenya Moore to be asking for grace or any type of justice when Britt was trying to apologize and own up for what she did, and Kenya was not interested. Now you are wanting something that you didn't even give her. She didn't have to accept it, and this multi-billion-dollar company doesn't have to take it either.
Yes, what Britt did was very questionable for her to be saying that. But if you truly felt threatened and all of that, you should have been doing the work and getting her off the show. The girl came in, tried to apologize to you. You didn't even sit down. You didn't want to talk to her. You were out for blood and you didn't realize it was going to be your own. That's all I got. Tell me your thoughts. Talk to you later. Bye.